Let's get it. R.I.P. MoneySign Suede.
Every time I hit the bull, I speak the truth. Niggas be cash, same time there ain't truths. Everywhere I go, nigga know I got the juice. When you first meet, you gon' say I'm a fool. Remember hopping fences, I ain't never went to school. Hop a minute, second, sell a sack from my shoes. Nigga, for this money, you won't do what I'll do. Lately they been tripping, but I ain't tripping, I got goons. Lately they been tripping, but I ain't tripping, bitch, I'm cool. Bitch, I'm straight. I don't let no nigga get in my way. Nigga lie for bitch, but I feel blessed every day. You saying for hate, but it's right in your face. They see a nigga out, they rather see me in the cage. They see a nigga with money, they rather see me catch a cage. Bitch, you better act right, cause you ain't fucking with no lame. You ain't fucking with no lame, I ain't no nigga to be matched with. These niggas came and try me, they should've just got the message. All the money, me and this money was just destined. Fuck the hate, I'ma go and bring a check in. Why you with me now? You wasn't with me in the rain. Bitch told me you was fake, told me everything you was saying. Heard these niggas wanna get me, well, shit I wanna play. Heard these niggas wanna get me, well, shit I wanna play. Every time I hit the bull, I speak the truth.
Yo, man.
Same time there ain't truths. Everywhere I go, nigga know I got the juice. When you first meet, you gon' say I'm a fool.
Yo, man, like you said, man, first off, R.I.P. MoneySign Suede, a young, talented, young Mexican kid, bro, taken way too soon, man.
Yeah. You know, when you get news or get information off of social media way, and you see a picture, you know what I mean? Where it always comes like when you least expect it, almost.
Yeah, that was very random.
Sorry about that. Something was beeping. I wasn't sure if it was me.
It was my watch.
Okay. And I couldn't believe it, way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those that you don't want to believe, bro. You know, like some people right now, they're following the whole clout on the name. And then there's a lot of people that are genuine fans that were following him and keeping up with his career. You know, we didn't just start listening to MoneySign Suede this week. You know, we've been... This album reminds me of that trip we went when we went to Florida.
Man, that's the same thing I was thinking, bro. It's crazy how sometimes...
That's almost a year ago, way.
Well, I mean, we went in September.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's crazy how sometimes music will take you back to a certain place, or it puts you in this certain time, you know what I mean? And, you know, like you mentioned, it was that time we went to Orlando and everything was all good, you know, everything, you know, a lot of fucked up shit hadn't happened in our lives, you know? So sometimes it puts you in that time where it's like, damn, that was a good time, man. You know, and también, you know, obviously the homie was still around, but it just sucks, bro. It's sad, bro, to see like such talent, you know, a kid, a young dude with so much potential, bro. Like,
yeah,
we talk so much, we talk so many times, we talk so much about how, you know, we want young, talented Mexican rappers, Latino rappers with Chicano, Latino descent to come out and just like, you know, do their thing, bro, and be like, I don't know, bro, like be dope, right? We want dope artists out here. And then shit like this happens to you know, future potential rap stars, right? Like, this dude had the potential to like really break through. You know, he was already rocking with Kodak Black. You know, he was already rocking with certain individuals that was gonna, you know, kind of, I don't know, you could say like reach out and like network and get him to another level, you know. So we saw a lot of potential, and he wasn't like nothing against us, the what we're used to coming out of California and the Chicano rappers out of there, but he was something different, you know. And it was like a young dude that, you know, a lot of even dudes our age could still vibe with, man. So it was sad, man. And you know, he ended up getting locked up because I guess he caught a gun charge, you know. And you know, when you live in certain areas, when you have a certain history, you got to protect yourself, you know, because at the same time, it's like, I'd rather go to jail than get killed out here, you know what I mean? Like, you rather risk your freedom than your life, you know?
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate that out of that he ended up getting locked up, and then this ended up happening, bro, you know? So a lot of the times we hear rap or like some of the rappers we rock with, some of the rappers we listen to, and we're like, He's just gonna go do some time. It's only gonna be good for his musical career. You know, it's only gonna elevate his street cred, his gangster credibility out here. But it's like you could really think you're gonna go just sit for like 6 months or so or a year, and then some shit like this could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. You know, and it's fucked up, man, because I feel like I'm a person that can judge somebody pretty damn well. You know what I'm saying? And MoneySign Suede is not like a dude that was out there starting beef with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a upcoming rapper that just happened to be Mexican. A lot of the vatos that you mentioned earlier, they didn't see him like lesser than, bro. He was up there with like real like mainstream rappers, and he held himself at a level where other people also held him at. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up, bro, that us as a community, us as a culture, we love to say, you know, we need a Mexican rapper, we need somebody to represent us, we need you know, somebody to blow up and for la raza, you know what I'm saying? And then coming to find out, bro, you know, we're not gonna get too deep into it, but there's a different system out there that doesn't give a fuck about a mainstream Mexican rapper, bro.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck if this dude could blow up and represent the raza. Some motherfuckers just, you know, there's a lot of reasons, bro. Like, I know that if MoneySign Suede wasn't who he was, as far as the popularity, as far as that young fly dude that has a long life of superstardom to live, a lot of people might not quite have that energy to just do what they did to him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like what a lot of people saw was an opportunity to just fuck up somebody's whole life up and family's life up just because they were unhappy with their own situation.
And that's the fucked up part, you know, because that's the chances that are taken, right? When you do something and you get locked up, it's like they're not throwing you with people that are like similar minded to you, like, you know what I mean? They're throwing you in with the worst of the worst. You're getting mixed in there with whatever it's in there. So it's like there's people in there that are never coming out that that could really be like, man, like be jealous of your potential and what you're gonna come out to. Someone could really be like, man, fuck that shit. I hate my life. I hate what happened to me, and just want to fuck someone else's life up. Yeah. Fuck something up for somebody else and their families, man. So you really don't know what to expect when you go in there, man. And you know, we can't go without saying that, you know, it's like it sucks, bro, that, you know, I think it's worse in the southern region, the southwestern region, but it's like when you go to prison or even jail, you hear, and we're just gonna talk about the surface because we don't know the deep politics on it, but it's like when you're Mexican, bro, and you go in, you gotta pick who you're with, right?
Yeah.
You're either gonna run with a gang, you're either gonna run with you're gonna try to be neutral in what they people call the border brothers, you know, the paisas, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard for Mexican, bro. Like, not only is it hard out here to be like, you know, decide whether you want to rock with a gang or not, but you go in and it's even worse, you know what I mean? So especially when you're a rapper and you're rapping about certain things, people expect certain stuff from you, you know? So, and
the culture, bro, like, you know, there's gente that are listening to us with that they've gone through it, they've experienced it, and they held it down to their belief, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people's belief system in the street, growing up in the hood, just to be a real one is you don't go into protection, you know, into that
what they call PC.
PC, you know what I mean? You don't go into protective custody or like to that area where you're at a high risk, so you're gonna be protected in that area. You're labeled as dirty. You're no good. You're basically like a snitch of some sort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what a lot of people won't do, because, you know, a lot of us, we have that that orgullo, that ego, that
pride,
that pride, that machismo that is like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna let people know that I'm a real man. I'm a real motherfucker.
Or you just do it to protect your image también. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to, as a rapper, you really got to think about it. It's like you don't want to come out of prison and be like, and then people are like, oh, he PC'd up while he was in.
Yeah.
But he ain't no gangster. He really ain't about that life. He really needs to stop rapping about all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, as Mexicans, we put way so much pressure on everything that we do, whether it's rap, whether it's anything that you do. We put the max expectations to what everybody does, man, and it's sad, man, because at the end of the day, who benefits off of this? You know, it reminds me of that scene from American Me, you know, when that younger brother, Little Puppet, you know, when he says, what why should I keep doing this? So I can look in the mirror and be like, you're bad, I said, you're bad. And it's like, for what? The homie didn't PC up. The homie, you know, stayed in regular pop. And then this happens, and it's like, now it's like RIP. But if he would have tried to protect himself and knew that he's
up against a bigger power, man.
He's up against a bigger power, but he's like he has some type of status that sets you apart from other people and can really make you a target. If he would have PC'd up or whatever, people would have talked shit about him, right? Yeah. Canceled him off of the rap game. He ain't real. But now he's dead, and now what? What does it all mean, right? What is it all worth?
It ain't worth shit, bro, because now you look at the comments and you got a bunch of bitch ass motherfuckers way that they don't know way, or they're just some dumb motherfuckers way that they don't even have respect for the family that are going through it right now. You know, you got some people that are gonna be like, well, he knew what he was getting into. You know, he basically asked for it. Some other comments, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And some motherfuckers are dropping these comments on his mom's Facebook page.
Wow.
Like, mire, señora, su hijo no era un angelito, por eso estaba en la prisión, you know? And it's like, you garbage ass motherfuckers, bro.
Nah, and then when you read that letter, bro, like I know the girlfriend released the letter, but I didn't read it. But you know, the mom's letter or the message she put out, and it's like some real it was deep, bro, and it was sad. I'm like, man, like I can't even imagine losing your kid at 22 years old, you know? The way
that he went, you know what I mean? Like, when you're a parent, even a loved one, let's just say a loved one, you would want to be by the side of your family member at their last moments, right? Mm-hmm. And you're just thinking on a natural, you know, you're going off naturally.
Natural death, yeah.
Natural death. You're thinking like, we're going to be here with you. Mm. When you think like a horrific death like that, bro, like a violent like death like that, attack, and your loved one died by themselves.
Yeah. Like
she mentioned in there, like I can't imagine the pain and everything you were going through by yourself.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's heartbreaking for a mom to know that, to have to accept that. And his whole family, bro. Like, another thing with a celebrity is that you're in the limelight, bro. All your information is gonna get put out there. Which it left a really bad taste in my mouth for people to come at him like that. You know, a lot of people are showing love, bro. A lot of people are showing respect, and a lot of people are, you know, posting on their social medias or dropping some good words for either him or his family.
No, even like I was happy to see that major platforms, you know, even like your major like hip hop platforms are acknowledging him and his life and everything. But even like news stations, even like news outlets are putting it on their on their channel or on just their platforms, like on the internet or whatever, bro. So it's good to know that he's getting not recognition, but like that acknowledgement and that respect, you know. But it's like I am disappointed in not seeing a lot of Chicano Mexican rappers sharing anything about him, bro. And that's the sad part about our community still, bro. That we still hold neighborhoods and gangs and what town you lived in, what city you lived in, what you represented. You said the N-word in your rap, so I can't rock with it. You did. It's sad to see that.
You knew I wanted to collab with you and you never reached out for the collab. So I ain't even gonna acknowledge your passing.
Yeah, it's sad to see that stuff like that can really like prevent people from just giving that respect, man, and being like, man, R.I.P. to the homie, and that's it. R.I.P. to the dude.
Yeah,
that's all, bro. Because when big black rappers die, you know, like famous black rappers die, everybody's sharing it. Everybody's posting it. Everyone's sharing a story, a album, a song that they loved of that person, and it's sad that we're not seeing that with our people, bro. But you know, we are seeing it more than other times, so at least that's good, man. But as far as the Chicano rap community, I expected a lot more,
and even some platforms, way, you know, and if you wanna get to the point of why don't Latinos blow up, why don't Raza no Mexican rappers go black stream? Why doesn't the black community accept us? Because we don't accept each other, bro. Because we don't give ourselves that props. You know, because if it's Nipsey, if it's Triple X Tentacion, if it's you know, people still screaming Tupac to this day, bro.
Yeah.
But you want to stay away from somebody that you're like, that possibly there's some politics behind it. You know, and it's like, oh shit, we got to stay away from that. You know, and to me, bro, obviously we're far from that way. So I don't understand that, but at the same time, I do feel like people could have acknowledged it. And one thing I got to say, way, is that his death should be a wake up call to many different ways and forms to people. One is, you know, stop playing them games, man. Stop risking going to prison, because once you go to prison, not only do you lose your freedom, but now you got these guards and the judges deciding how your life is going to look like for that certain amount of time. And not only that, they're putting you in there with a bunch of animals that a lot of them ain't going to come out, bro. You know, and I hate to call them animals, way, but there's some motherfuckers that shouldn't come out. And I should say this way, is like, why is it that when, let's just give examples, right? Why is it that when we go to the club, we want to get VIP? We don't want to be with the general population, bro. Like, bro, we different. When you want to fly, if you're flying in first class, that's because you different. You on a different level. Private jet, different level. You're going to better restaurants the general standard people can't go to. But now you go to prison, and now that's where you have to go with the general population.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of motherfuckers that, bro, like, they hungry.
That's a good point, man. But I think we're far from our community ever even giving any type of leeway to that. You know, as far as our community, where our community's at, and as far as just regular hip hop culture, rap culture, inner city culture, that I don't think that'll ever be a okay thing. You know, even though, like you mentioned, man, you know, it makes some sense, you know, but we've seen certain people go in and out and come out like with stories of how they had to hold their own and how they had to prove themselves and all that. And it's like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And that's why it's like, you got to just take care of yourself and try to avoid certain crimes, avoid certain cases, because situations like this, man, you might think you're going to go in for a little time and then things are a lot different once you're in there, man. But finishing it up, bro, I just want to play one more song that he dedicated to his mom, bro. And we can move on from there, man. But, you know, definitely R.I.P. to the homie.
R.I.P., man.
And you know, let's play this track right here, man.
Hey, we gonna be straight, nigga. We gonna be straight. I promise you that. Mama don't cry, I'll be fine. I just caught a little time. I know that he taught me better. I swear to God, mama, I tried. Mama don't cry, I'll be fine. I just caught a little time. I know that he taught me better. I swear to God, mama, I tried. Mama, soon I'll be home. I ain't wanna leave you alone. Meanwhile, put your voice on the phone. I did it to myself while I'm grown. I've been through it like you would've known. Metal buttons get cold. My heart cold like snow. Can't complain, this the life I chose. I'm a little nigga from the trenches. Like what the fuck they expected? I don't wanna hear no election. I wanna ride down with my weapon. Everybody know I bring checks in. I ain't never seen you bring bread in. When I was out, you'll never see me resting. When I was out, you'll never see me resting. Mama don't cry, I'll be fine. I just caught a little time. I know that he taught me better. I swear to God, mama, I tried. Mama don't cry, I'll be fine. I just caught a little time. I know that he taught me better. I swear to God, mama, I tried.
Yeah, man.
So that's a deep song, and he definitely acknowledges and takes responsibility for his actions, you know. And I think as men, we gotta always take responsibility for our actions, because for everything that we do, there's a reaction. You know, for every action, there's a reaction. So as we become men, we're no longer kids. You know, like you gotta take responsibility. If you fuck up and you're dealing with certain consequences, you can't blame the system. You gotta accept gotta accept what what you've done. También, man. So once again, man, R.I.P. MoneySign Suede, man.
R.I.P.
And, shout out to everyone showing some real authentic love to, a fallen Mexican rapper, Chicano rapper, man.
Yeah.
But moving it along, man, not to try to keep it in a sad type of vibe, but we also seen that Jerry Springer died,
Yeah.
Man, Jerry Springer was like, it was crazy how when you hear Jerry Springer, like what comes to your mind, right? Like just a bunch of ratchet stuff, bro. But this Thursday he ended up passing away. He was 79 years old and he died of pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
So it's sad. It's sad that he died. It's sad how he died. But on a lot of the outlets that I've read, man, it said that he had a peaceful death. That he had a comfortable death in his own home. I mean, obviously, death ain't never good. Yeah. But when people just say like he was comfortable and he was peaceful in his own home, that makes something a little better. But
they got meds to ease the passing.
That's facts. That's facts, man. So. Definitely R.I.P. to Jerry Springer, man. But he did so much, bro. He did so much in the culture, and it just makes you think back of how we were kids. Like every time like we would get sick and we had to stay home from school, or for whatever reason in the summer. Our parents were working and we're home all summer.
Holiday vacations.
Like we would be up early, bro, watching Jerry Springer, and now to think about all the crazy shit we were watching, bro, it's like. How were we watching this shit at such a young age? And it makes you think, right? Because of where we're at today as a society, right? And it really makes you put things into perspective, because it's like, like, damn, nowadays we don't want people to show this on TV, that on TV. We don't talk about this on TV, but it's like we were watching like some of the wildest stuff on TV during that time. And I feel like I came out somewhat normal, right? Like, well, I know I got my issues, right? Like everyone got their own issues, but like Jerry Springer had like, and I'm not dissing no groups, but I'm just gonna put groups out there, right? He had the KKK on there. He had trans people on there. He had gay people on there. He had gangsters. He had prostitutes. He had cheaters. He had anything that you could think of under the sun.
Multiracial couples.
Like women that lied about who was the dad of the kid. Like he had everything under the sun. Like he just talked about it, and it was like the wildest things, like when people will come out and start fighting and all that type of shit, bro. Like we were watching this at like 10, 11, 12 years old, right? And we were just entertained. And we, as kids, and it makes you think like kids are smart, because you don't think about it like that when you're a kid, but it's like, you can decipher what's normal or what's not normal. I don't want to say normal, but you can decipher, even though it's entertainment, you can decipher what's crazy activity, what's some wild activity, and what's not, right? And even if you watch certain things, and even if you see certain things, that doesn't necessarily change who you're gonna come out to be. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing that I was thinking about, because I'm like, man, like,
It's just like porn way. You gotta realize that that's not reality, bro. It's entertainment, man.
you mean people don't bang for 45 minutes straight every single time?
No, but we gotta acknowledge way that it's not kids that were watching this, bro. We were just watching it because our parents were at work, way.
A lot of kids, bro. From what I see in the comments, a lot of kids.
But a lot of the comments that we're talking about, they're Latinos, right?
Not even white people.
Oh, yeah?
Or all people, I should say.
Okay, I just figured that a lot of other parents were like more strict and restricting on channels and shit. But we knew though, we knew like if our parents got home, like you got to change that channel, bro.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like it's like I never watched like them Spanish versions of Jerry Springer, because there was Spanish versions of Jerry Springer, right? So that kind of entertainment was across the board, from Latino to even.
I think Jerry Springer set it off, man.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think he set it off, and he gave everyone like kind of like a format of something that works, and how we are all entertained by ratchetness, by drama, by wild shit. Because it's like, if you look on social media today, what are we mostly, if we see like a fight video, we will stop and watch it. Mm-hmm. But if we see like, sometimes you see
other
like
videos you stop and watch.
Them fucking thirst traps, man. But it's like people know what's gonna attract the viewers, and you're gonna stay and watch the video, right?
The algorithm, bro. And AI way.
But back then it was no algorithm. Back then it was a straight program. This is coming on every day at 11 in the morning or something.
You're right, but the ratings dictated like, yo, like people like this crazy shit.
That's what I'm saying. He was able to start something and do something that people were able to see, like, wow, people actually are entertained by this type of shit.
But wasn't it kind of like wrestling though? Like,
it was fake.
You know what I mean?
At first, I think we all kind of thought it was real, and then eventually we're like, wait a second, this is kind of like scripted.
Yeah, but some of them you're like, I think this one's real. You know, when you're a kid, you're like, I think this one was real, but nah, this one has to be fake, you know? And then you have that bald dude, Steve, always breaking up the fights and shit.
Yeah. It was like they always let him get one or two hits in, and then they break it up. So, I mean, it was definitely entertaining, man. So I think Jerry Springer definitely left his mark in the culture, left his mark in the world, bro, because I think for forever people are going to go back to think about who started that type of entertainment, you know what I mean? Because after that we had Maury, after that we had
there was a chick that had a show. She was like a brown hair or brunette. I can't think of her name, but she was like in between Jerry Springer and like Oprah.
Yeah.
I forget her name though. Like,
I know what you mean, but they did like some of the. I think she did more of that. I used to be a not, but now I'm hot type of deal.
Yeah, stuff like that. I remember one interview she had it with two brothers that were cholos.
I never watched.
And they were from two different hoods. They were two different barrios.
I met a few people like that.
Me too. But they had shot at each other before, and then she was like, "Why would you shoot at your own brother?" He's like, "Fuck, I was fucking dressed up. I don't want to break a sweat on this fool."
So then they come home and share the same bedroom.
They're probably I don't know. You don't know what's scripted and what's not anymore, right?
No, but yeah. So I mean, definitely R.I.P. Jerry Springer, man. Definitely left a mark in the game.
79 is it's a good
You had a good long life. I think, if I can make it a 79, I'll be happy. Yeah. If God gives me more, then I'll be even happier. But one thing about Jerry Springer, right? Because we did share a clip, and throughout all the ratchetness that went through his show and through all the craziness and obviously he kind of hyped it up and he dropped his little fuel to the fire here and there. Obviously you got to make the show entertaining.
Was he the Adam 22 of the 90s? Okay, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. Man. The Vlad TV of the 90s, bro. But after all that craziness, bro, he would always give his final thought, right? And in his final thought, he actually gave a good message. So, like, as I heard that message, bro, I couldn't help but, like, it got me a little emotional because it kind of took me back to that time where it's like
nostalgic.
It was nostalgic, but at the same time, you're like, damn, like, yeah, I do remember that. Even though through all that craziness that you showed throughout the whole program or the whole show, like at the end, you would like give a good message. You know what I mean? Like to let people know, like, yo, like, just know that this is wild shit, and you know, take this message with you at the end of it, man. So I think that was a pretty cool format that he had, man.
I think one good thing about him too, because I seen that post that you put, is that he recognized and he was like exposed to like there's good people in every ethnicity and nationality or background of any sort, just like there's bad people in everything. You know what I mean? Because he's seen. Whether a lot of it was scripted, you could even say it was like reality TV these days. You know, a lot of them, you let people play out themselves, their own character, but you have to stay within this written script that we're trying to play out, right?
Yeah.
But he realized that, bro, like we is all the same, man. Just like there's good, nice little families, bro. There's families full of bullshit and drama. You know what I mean?
No, but like he said, man, he's like, I'm no better than anybody. I just got lucky. And I think a lot of us that grew up in good households and had two parents and had good parents, or even if you had one parent but you had a good parent, I think we're all lucky. You know, like he said, I got lucky to be born to the gene pool of parents that I did. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's luck, way, because
your environment is bro. That for a lot of the times that's what was that?
Discerns,
yeah, something like that. Like basically your whole life just determines
your life.
Determines your first, let's just say 15 years of your life, bro. Can determine the rest of your path.
Yeah. So definitely, that's facts. And I thought that was some real shit that he said, man. Because out of everything, like when you're talking about certain things, when you're sharing certain information about certain people or talking about certain current events. Like it's good to know that it's not that you think you're better than all these other people. It's just you're just presenting what's the information that's being there, man. So final thoughts on that, man. I'm not trying to copy Jerry Springer.
You better come with some gems right now.
Final thoughts on that, man. Just R.I.P. to Jerry Springer, man. And much respect to him and his legacy, man. So
entertaining us in our young years.
But let's move it along, man. And I think, I know it's been a week, man, and I know, we drop every Monday, so people got to understand. Sometimes this is going to come a little later, but, we got to talk about it. Last episode, we recorded right before we watched the fight, Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. We were very
Damn it.
We were very hype. We had a lot of hope. But we must have been on dope.
The great white hope.
But it's like, I gotta say this, man. From the very beginning, I was very I was excited for the fight. I was proud of Ryan Garcia, the way he held himself throughout the whole press conferences. He knew how to talk his shit, looked very confident, was funny at the same time, talking shit to Tank.
Seemed confident as fuck.
But he did not back that up, man. He did not back up all that talk. He did not back up all that shit talking that he was doing. You know what I mean? Like, to me, bro, he didn't even back it up halfway. And a lot of people might be like, man, y'all ain't boxers. You guys can't talk on these professional athletes. Well, bro, that's what we're gonna do, man. Because that's what we're here to do, man. Like, if you're gonna have all that big talk, bro, like at least back it up halfway, bro. And like we had mentioned, as Mexican fighters, I mean, what we expect from Mexican fighters, bro, and it's something in our culture. I mean, call it, I don't know, fucked up if you want, but it's like there's a culture in the Mexican boxing, bro, that it's like you don't give up, you don't back down, you don't show no mercy, and a lot of people say, shots to the liver, that shit will paralyze you, make
your liver quiver.
But it's like, why is it that on the 10th count he got up right away? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That makes you think like, bro, you could have got up and just kind of bounced around the ring for a while, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And that's what I heard. This UFC fighter, he used to be the co-host to Mike Tyson's podcast. His last name's like Cejuda or something. Oh, yeah, yeah. He said, "What the fuck, bro? Get up!" You know, we're like, you know, at the end of the day, bro, we want to see a good fight. Plus, you're Mexican, bro. Get up. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, "What the fuck? Why didn't he just get up, move around a little bit again, and take another knee? Mm-hmm. You know, you could do that." And no way. He just decided to say, "Hasta aquí llegué, güey, and I'm done." You know what I'm saying?
And we had said this before, man. Like, there's a difference between
a Mexican and a Mexican.
Yeah, and then there's a difference between like Chicanos. Not like no disrespect, no disrespect to Chicanos, shit. Bro.
Oh, we're gonna lose all of our California fan base.
No disrespect to Chicanos, bro. But what I'll say is like there's a difference between Mexican Americans that were raised privileged in this country, bro. Like if you're raised in America, bro, you have certain privileges that Mexicans from Mexico don't have. You know what I mean? Oscar de la Hoya, he's like an exception, right? Because he was one of the greats, one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get to where he's been fucking up. But he's one of those that
was it the shirt?
He's one of those that made it in the game, in the boxing game, but I think it was because he had parents that, you know, gave him very tough love or very little love, you know, or little affection.
Yeah.
But I think that's a difference, man. There's a difference between what makes a savage in the ring and what makes like a professional boxer in the ring, you know, because there's a difference between being a professional boxer and just being a straight savage. You know what I mean?
And Tank, you got to give him his respect. He's a fucking savage, way.
He's a savage because, you know, he might have grew up in a certain environment that he wanted to get out. You know, he wanted to get out of the situation him and his family were in. And I think that's what makes savages. That's what makes dudes like have like no option but to win, like, or leave everything in the ring, right? So we didn't see that, man. So that was a disappointment. But I think I was very disappointed off the beginning, you know. And call me extreme if you want, but it's like when I'm watching a Mexican fighter, I expect my Mexican fighter to come out with some Mexican music, bro. You know, and I expect my Mexican fighter
a fucking sombrero, motherfucker.
I expect my Mexican fighter to come out with some flags. And if not, have a flag on your shorts, on somewhere on you, bro. Like represent.
Yeah.
Like you're on one of the biggest platforms that you're ever gonna be on. This is your time to really represent like your heritage, your culture. Like at least do it like Oscar de la Hoya did, bro. Put like the U.S. and the Mexican flag on you, but represent, man. Like I don't know. I didn't like the fact that. You know, I mean, I'm not questioning no one's religion because it's like our family's questioning ourselves, but it's like that's no time to get spiritual. You know what I mean? You gotta become an animal in there.
Yeah.
You can't get spiritual, bro. Like I don't know. I think that kind of takes the edge off of you. You know, and I don't know. I think that was a bad move.
You can't have any kind of compassion in the ring, bro.
Yeah.
You know. You come in there with a holy song or like a inspirational music. You're not coming in there with this rage and this energy to knock somebody's head off.
Yeah.
You're coming in there like, you know, and no disrespect, but you're coming in here like, God, this is all for you, God. This is all for you. This victory is for you, my Jesus, you know. And it's like, bro, God doesn't want you to kill somebody, bro. And we're not talking like literally kill, but like God doesn't want you to knock a dude out. You know what I mean? Like you got to come out with some fucking, I don't know, you know?
Yeah, I think he should have definitely.
We can compare to other motherfuckers that have came out. Canelo, classic rancheras, way, you know?
But let's compare him to Mexican American fighters because obviously Mexican fighters should definitely be coming out with some Mexican shit, right? But like compare him to Cain Velasquez, bro. Cain Velasquez will come out with rancheras, bro. Vicente Fernandez. That's all I can think about right now, you know. But like there's other Mexican American boxers like
I think
Benavides comes out with it. Abner Mares will come out with it. Santa Cruz will come out with it. Andy Ruiz comes out with it, you know what I mean? And talking about Andy Ruiz he had some things to say about Ryan
really?
Garcia too. He was saying like, you gave up, bro. Like, why did you give up? Like, you shouldn't have gave up like that. You know,
let the fucking ref call it, bro.
Chavez Jr. I mean, yeah, Chavez Jr. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He even said like that's the last time he's gonna watch a Ryan Garcia fight because he was disappointed of him giving up.
It's real bad when Chavez Jr. is disappointed.
No, senior.
Oh, you said junior.
Oh, my bad, senior. No, junior.
I thought you were talking about chaka 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 chaka.
Nah, junior would have done the same thing, bro. But yeah, man, I think that was a major disappointment, you know. But you know, another thing, moving within the same thing. Like, yeah, he lost. Whatever, that happened. Big disappointment for the whole community, the whole culture. But it's
everybody was showed up. You know what I mean? Celebrity, packed arena.
Yeah, and it was one of the biggest ticket sales and pay-per-view sales, man. So I mean, obviously, shout out to them for doing that. That's definitely good for them and their families on the money that they're making. But
How did Pitbull, a fighter that nobody had ever even heard of in America? Let's just say, you know, I know them crazy boxing fans. They keep up with them boxers from Mexico way, but for the majority of people, nobody had heard of Pitbull. He comes in and lasts 12 rounds with Gervonta, and he could have got a fucking draw. Some people say he won. I can say it could have been like a draw, or maybe it was right that Tank won. But how the fuck did
it was close.
Yeah, how the fuck did Tank not have this rage towards Pitbull that he had for Ryan? But it just didn't look right way.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you see how Pitbull fought against him, and then you see Ryan fight against him. It's kind of like like I said, that animal instinct was not in Ryan like it was in Pitbull, right? But you know, moving along, the fight was done. Whatever, Ryan lost. He was humbled very quickly. You know, he very quickly on the microphone. He was very humbled. Yeah. But at the end, at the post conference, man, I do gotta admit, you know, I did feel bad for Ryan Garcia because it was just him and his family for the most part. And you didn't see Oscar de la Hoya. You didn't see Bernard Hopkins, which we really don't care about Bernard Hopkins. But it's like, we didn't see his trainer, you know.
The old dude with the comb over.
The white dude. Yeah, I forgot his name. But we didn't see, the most important ones is Oscar de la Hoya and his trainer. We didn't see him there. And then you look on Gervonta Davis' side and you see his promoter, and then you see Mayweather over there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, where the fuck is Oscar de la Hoya? And how the fuck does Mayweather look like he has more sense than you?
He does.
He does. But it's like, what have we always grew up thinking? That Mayweather's just a wild dude. He don't give a fuck about nothing. He just selfish, cocky, all this and that.
No, fucking Mayweather is taking care of his investment, which is one of his biggest investments right there.
But still, it's like,
which is the right thing to do, way. But fucking Oscar de la Hoya, even if your guy lost, that is still a huge asset in your promotions.
I mean, look at Canelo. He lost against Mayweather, and then he still went on to become one of the biggest fighters ever.
Well, so look at Canelo. He fucking bounced on his ass when he was gonna fight Mayweather that day, and fucking Oscar de la Hoya he turned himself in for fucking rehab.
Bro, he
fucking always leaves when it counts, way.
When he's most necessary, he leaves, right? So for the Canelo fight, Canelo was fighting Mayweather, and on the day of the fight, Oscar de la Hoya wakes up and decides that that's the day he needs to go into rehab. Weird. But it's like you couldn't wait one more day, bro. Like, you couldn't sacar la bolsita one more day, bro.
One more time, bro. Yeah. Be fucking jaw clenching at the fucking front of the fight and shit, way.
Right. But and then now for Ryan Garcia is like, he comes out with a statement saying that he was getting death threats, that his security was saying it's not safe. But it's like, if it was really not safe, why are you sending Ryan Garcia out there? And why does everybody else feel safe there?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, Mayweather got like millions of dollars on his neck. And from what I hear, his hat was like worth $1 million because he had like diamonds in it.
No, he said that was false.
That fake was cap?
News. It was cap.
That was cap on his cap?
It was only $30,000 hat.
Sheesh. But anyways, so so they can show up, but you can't. But we all know the truth. You know, he was ready to go start the after party. You know what I mean? So that was a very bad look for Oscar De La Hoya not showing up for his fighter. And from what we heard from Canelo, he said he's talked about this. He said Golden Boy is not a Golden Boy. He's too worried about partying. He's too worried about drinking and other things. He said, you know, he didn't say anything.
Saca la bolsita.
He didn't say, you know, but it's like, bro, we're getting way too many bad stuff coming from Oscar De La Hoya, bro. Like, bro,
I
smart.
think we've dealt with enough humiliation backing up fucking Oscar, way. A la verga con ese way, dude. The dude is a fucking idiot. Fucking Mayweather clowns on him, and Oscar De La Hoya never has any good comebacks. Fucking the dude from UFC, Dana White, always clowns on his ass, and Oscar never has a good comeback. It's like, not only are you a bad, horrible manager or boss, way, you're bad at defending yourself, way. You know, you got fucking Dana White talking about, oh yeah, Oscar's gonna do this. He's like, well, yeah, cocaine's expensive. You know, it's like they're dropping all these fucking shit on you, way.
No, and the way Mayweather and Gervonta Davis laughed and mocked Oscar De La Hoya at the end of the fight,
yeah,
it was like
that's why he didn't show up, way.
he was humiliated. But it's like,
what a fucking.
It was like, bro, that's a bad look. So Oscar De La Hoya, bro, we definitely love to see a Mexican American be run a successful promotion company, because we rather see you do it than fucking Don King and Bob Arum and all them getting rich off our Mexican fighters. We'd rather see you in that position. But man, you fucking up, bro. You're letting these fighters down, and they're moving on because you're not managing them correctly, man. So
there's right ways and wrong ways to do things, bro. You can be getting rich off your fighter while they're getting rich at the same time, you know. And I feel like that interview you're talking about, Canelo, he mentioned I don't know, I forgot the guy's name, that he broke out of the Golden Boy Promotions and started his own thing, because he knew a lot of the things were not going right, and he took, from what Canelo said, a lot of fighters went with him because they knew that they were going to get a lot better treatment and deals rocking with him, instead of, you know, look at the way fucking Oscar does it, way. You know, it's like
Oscar has to worry about wearing dress. How do you say that? See-through clothing like his girl, man. They're too worried about putting see-through clothing on, man. And
that fucking see-through Dolce Gabbana shirt is damn near his fucking what do you call that? Victoria's Secret type clothes? Lingerie type. Bro.
Let's not get started on Oscar De La Hoya and lingerie.
I'm done with that out the way right now. He has to come out and do some crazy shit for Latinos, way. But in the last few fighters that he's had, way, he ain't doing shit for his people, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what happened there, man. Obviously, we hope that, you know, Ryan can come back from all this and get to a weight that he's better and more comfortable in. And like everyone's saying, you know, even as the McGregor was in the locker room, just telling him, like, if it wasn't for that weight clause, that, you know, things would have been different. So then everyone needs to smarten up, you know. I mean, yeah, a bag is a bag, but like your legacy is your legacy. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's just what needs to be put in consideration, man. But
even a lot of people wanted fucking they were going for Ryan Garcia, including ourselves. But a lot of people, like McGregor, was in his, like, over there talking to him, like letting him know, like, bro, you know, he's giving him tips and stuff. He probably showing love to Gervonta también, way, but to still show love to Ryan Garcia, man, that says a lot.
Because I think fighters know what fighters need after a fight. Because that video was after the fight. So I think if we felt like, damn, that's fucked up, like we all were bummed out. Like, now imagine what the fighter feels. Like, that he's bummed out times 100.
Even Top G, Andrew Tate, do you see his tweet?
Yeah, he said he's never been in the ring. Don't talk about him.
No, he said, if I get anybody talking shit about Ryan Garcia on my post, I'm gonna block him, because you don't know what it is to be a fighter. I was like, damn, bro, calmate, cancel culture.
Nah, but like we got the right to talk as viewers. We paid that $85, man. So
92 with tax.
92 with tax. So
Todavía me debes, güey.
Oh, that shit's coming in the mail.
Let's
Player.
cash up, right? Fucking mail. We're in fucking electronic money now.
What's it called? No, but paying that fee gives us the right to talk all the shit we want on that fight. You know,
Hell
if you paid your money, man, you can talk all the shit you want, man.
Hell
but
yeah, bro.
moving it along, man. Like we had mentioned last week, 6ix9ine had jumped on stage.
Otra vez con ese culero, güey.
Yo.
You know how many listeners we've lost because you keep up bringing this rainbow-headed cock-sucking. I was like,
Yo, man, I gotta admit, I love to see Mexicans doing good, man. I love to see the Mexican flag waving, bro. But like we had mentioned, 6ix9ine had jumped on stage with Grupo Firme, which we obviously knew something was gonna come out of that. And like we saw, like we said, they did drop a song today.
Y ahora.
It's called Y Ahora, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's just pretty hard, bro.
The comment section would think differently.
I think, yeah, I've seen the comment section. A lot of people don't like it, but it's a lot of the same people that don't like the fact that he's a snitch, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, I think 6ix9ine's doing the biggest comeback coming to the Latino side, bro.
There's going to be a very interesting summer as far as Latino music when you have, excuse me, Bad Bunny is planning his comeback. You just know the motherfuckers somewhere cooking. Peso Pluma just fucking crazy took over the fucking music game. Even fucking Drake. I don't know who finds this shit, way.
Right.
But somebody has the time to look up who's following Peso Pluma and it's like, yo, Drake just followed him. Like, bro, I don't know who did this, but I appreciate that work, bro. The culture needs it. Because I like to know.
That's information I didn't know I needed to know.
Right. I like to know this shit. Like, yo, Drake sees the boy.
Future collab right there, way.
Peso, like, and that's one thing that motherfuckers gotta see, way. These collabs, bro, a motherfucker wants to collab with you before you even know it. Like, there's people watching us right now or listen to us that they're like, you know what? I'm gonna rock with these dudes, man. Estos vatos son chidos, güey. Son chingones, güey. But a lot of the times we let that, but I'm gonna wait for them to reach out, or I'm gonna wait for the right time, or I'm gonna wait. Nah, bro. Bad Bunny collab with Natanael Cano on a corrido. I forgot. I think it's called El Diablo or some shit like that. Not the Diablo you guys are thinking about, you know what I'm saying? No, but he collabed with Natanael Cano 4 years ago, way.
Yeah. Like when Natanael Cano was still, I shouldn't just say Natanael Cano, but when Corridos Tumbados were still kind of getting a lot of heat and a lot of like people were questioning that genre a lot.
Pepe Aguilar wasn't rocking with it yet.
Now he's a big fan.
Oy, tú. Está bueno.
Olvídate.
But that's Bad Bunny foreseeing things like, yo, this shit is sounding different.
Oh, that just reminds me of that clip that it's kind of going. I mean, not kind of, but it's going viral on TikTok. Arcángel, he was kind of talking his shit, bro. He was talking some shit,
He was talking his shit, bro, but I can't say that it was not facts, way.
It's not about being facts or not. It's about the fact that you're low-key dissing. It's not about you're spitting facts or you're spitting lies. No, you're low-key dissing when you're like, everybody wants to get reggaeton now. Even mexicanos que se quieren meter en reggaeton. ¿Tú ves un boricua metiéndose en rancheras? Yo no. Like basically saying like everyone wants to come to our side because our shit's dope. You don't see us rocking. You don't see us trying to go over there and rock with them. That's I don't see that as being a true or fake statement. I see that as that's just like a hater statement,
throwing shade or some shit.
So now that's why it makes me happy to see that it's like, bro, you eating your own words, way. Like, it's nothing more beautiful to see when someone has to eat their own words, way, and not too long from after you say some shit, because now the biggest artists like Bad Bunny, Farruko, Maluma, which he's Colombian, but he's going through his own shit too right now. But
for real? ¿Qué pasó?
Um,
Cuenta el chisme, comadre.
No, but yeah, you see a lot of these Puerto Rican artists now wanting to do music with the Mexican artists like regional or corridos tumbados and all that. So don't ever underestimate Mexicans, man. You know, like it's dope to see when people gotta eat their words and have to put some respect on not just our name but on our culture and our music, man.
Yeah.
So
well, Pepe Aguilar had to eat his words too, way. So
yeah,
I think a lot of people just overestimate themselves, you know what I mean, and underestimate the new genres and the new creations that are coming through, you know, by the younger artists, way.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So 6ix9ine if Grupo Firme dropped that song. It's doing pretty good, and it's only been up for like 8 hours, and I think it almost has like 2 million views. So I ain't gonna lie, I kind of fuck with it, man. It's pretty dope.
I don't want to fuck with it, güey, but está buena la rola, oye. Oye, tú.
Cálmate, Pepe Aguilar. But I gotta say, bro, that one, I know 6ix9ine has to go fucking viral for everything, right? He likes controversy, so I don't know whose idea it was to hop in the pool with nothing but dudes and like whitey tighties and just fucking on each other's shoulders like that, bro. Very questionable activity, bro. But I think
I don't know why grown men will wear calzones, bro. Like, bro, you're supposed to wear briefs, bro. I mean, that's player shit.
They're probably like Burberrys and fucking
Versace,
Dolce Gabbanas, but still, bro, like
they gotta be brief boxers, way. You know what I mean? You can't, man. That's how rich motherfuckers got it, way. They could be with one of the baddest Instagram models, way. She's ready to get down low to the flow, touch her toes,
do something strange for the change,
and then she has to, they have, just like them scenes, undo the belt, and she don't give a damn if they're fucking.
You picturing this way too much.
I'm
now.
drawing you a picture.
No, I don't.
She don't give a fuck if they're tantaran. She has to pull down, bro. She gonna do the tantaran.
Yeah, man. So that shit was very, very questionable activity going on. But that's probably one of them videos of like, hide the girls. Let's make a video so that the wifeys don't know there's any girls over here. After that video, saquen las viejas ya, güey. Yeah.
That's level 1000, güey. I didn't even think about. How do you think about that?
That's that one situation where like hay viejas allá. No hay viejas.
No hay viejas.
So you gotta make one of them videos.
But you know what's one thing that a lot of people have to know is that in land countries, la riata ta.
Yo, like, you still thinking about la riata, huh?
Shout out to JT Campos, bro. That episode was fun as fuck.
Yeah,
like.
that motherfucker was cool as hell, man.
But people have to know that the raza in Latin American countries se llevan diferente, way. Especially Mexican. We know primos from the motherland.
Not just primos. We just know Mexicans.
We just know Mexicans, way, que se pasan, güey. Se pasan de riata, güey. You know what I mean? Like, remember, like, when we were young and we had a cousin that if you, like, bend over, he would, like, fucking put both of his hands in the middle of your cheeks, güey.
Yeah.
That's minimal shit compared to shit that they do in Mexico, güey. Like, la raza se lleva diferente, güey.
Yeah, no, I hate those type of jokes, bro. Like, that to me...
I thought you were going to say, I hate those type of Mexicans.
That too, güey. But it's like I hate getting along like that. I don't get along like that.
No, I don't get along like that way.
Like joking wise, that's cool. Like I can, gay jokes and jokes like that. I mean, everyone knows that in the Mexican community, in the Mexican culture, gay jokes is something that's done a lot, right?
It's gonna forever live in our culture.
I don't know. We'll see. But it's like as far as like physically people putting hands on you and doing pranks like that, I don't fuck with it, man. I hate that shit, man.
What about when I don't even like minimal shit, bro. Like when you're sitting down, way pasan way, and he just like flicks your fucking nipple, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's minimal, bro. That shit's funny, bro.
it's funny when you're like, you're at a good weight, bro. But sometimes you just feel the titty jiggling, bro.
Oh yeah, if you feel the jiggle,
You want to throw putazos at that
feel
point,
something
way.
like a little bitch.
Yeah, you made me feel like a whole female over here, way.
No,
But back to that video, way. Yeah, them boys were wilding. I think it was a shock factor. What do they call that? Shock reaction or whatever the fuck, But the reason I said that about the raza joking in a whole different way is that one vato, I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah, of course I seen.
He came to the back of one of the dudes that was sitting on the shoulder. For the people that didn't watch the video, there's like 2 dudes or 3 dudes sitting on the shoulders of other dudes in their fucking calzones, their chonies.
Yeah.
So huevos y chorizo in the back of the neck, you know what I mean? And then one vato decides that it's gonna be funny, way. Obviously they drinking, they got bottles out there, way. The motherfucker decides to be funny to go pull one dude's nalgas out, way.
And he looks in there like, "Yep, I got you." Like, and then he's looking like, "Who's next? Who's next?" Like, bro, like
that's raza, way.
I don't know what kind of homies some people got, but that's why I ain't got no homies.
Just know that at a lot of warehouses and construction sites, way, a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah,
but
be careful, man.
Anyways, man, like I fuck with the song, bro. I see a lot of the comments. I see a lot of emojis of shit that I don't know. It's starting to become like irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like the mouse,
the rat
emoji.
No, you're trying to make it sound cute now. The mouse, not even calling him a rat no more. He's just a cute little mouse, man.
Mickey Mouse ass motherfucker. I don't know, way. I can understand it, but at the same time, it's like, bro, like we gotta let go of certain shit, man. And I guess I really don't care, bro. I'm gonna rock with music that I think is dope, and I would like to see
talking about snitches when there's snitches in your camp.
Yeah, right. There's snitches everywhere, bro. To be honest, way, this whole fucking country runs off snitches, bro.
Snitches make the world go round.
Damn.
From what I hear.
Highway.
You hear the Fugees?
Oh, yeah. I heard the...
so the Fugees, real quick. So the Fugees, there's 3 members.
I heard the Fugees trying to do me. Look, motherfucker, this ain't no motherfucking movie.
Then... that's all I know.
I ran out of breath right there.
So, Tupac was right when he said... Oh, the Fugees want to get on this too? Nah, but anyways... so the Fugees got 3 members, right? They got Lauryn Hill, obviously. They got
the Queen.
Yep. They got Wyclef.
Ready or Not.
And then they got Pras, which Pras was always kind of like the,
low key.
I guess
under the radar.
Under the radar, And from when we're hearing now, he was actually a undercover FBI informant. So I wonder if the same raza that's talking about fuck 6ix9ine, he's a rata. Then you guys can't go back and listen to no more Fugees. Fugees is now off of your catalog.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. We're gonna find you and
something slowly. Yeah, so you can't listen to the Fugees no more. If you're talking about you don't fuck with rats, But anyways, man, he was involved with some heavy shit though, bro. Like,
well, I thought he was getting paid from Malaysia, to influence the American or United States government.
Yeah, very deep stuff like that, right? So, the like a big financial
firm, some
dude from Malaysia was paying this dude a lot of money to kind of help influence, like to become an influencer in the U.S. to kind of influence things their way. You know what I mean? And he did stuff like,
how do you decide to pick Pras, a rapper from the Fugees?
Someone we would have never guessed, right? But he did Pras from the Fugees. He did stuff like he got him a picture with Barack Obama, which, according to Pras, the Malaysian dude paid him $20 million just to get a picture with Barack Obama, bro.
Fuck, I do the same damn thing, way.
That's your president? Yo, I rock with Barack, but not that much. Shit.
No, I'm saying I would help a Malaysian dude get a picture with Barack for 20 million.
Okay, yeah. I would do the same shit.
Not on no backstabbing the country type shit, but if all you want is a picture, homie, fuck, take the picture. Take a picture.
Yeah, so this shit's pretty it's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy what he was involved with. So yeah, he was involved in influencing, things for that Malaysian financial guy, but then he was also like siding with the Chinese. You know what I mean? Like he was kind of like getting paid from the FBI as being an FBI informant, and then by the Malaysian guy, but then he was also working with the Chinese government.
Sheesh.
And so he was just everywhere trying to just fucking get money out of every way he could, doing all this crooked shit, bro. But
the greed will always catch up to you, though.
yeah, man. So it's very crazy what he was involved with, and we, again, very random information that popped up this week, and so yeah, I guess he got found guilty on 10 counts of laundering, fraud actually. Damn. So he's facing 22 years. So it ain't no light shit when you're fucking around with governments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a quick.
So you correlated that with Mickey Mouse 6ix9ine?
There's people doing dirty shit on everywhere, bro. Like I bet you anything 10 years from now, a artist or an actor or someone that we're rocking with right now, they're gonna come out with like,
you might even be a rat, homie. I might be sitting next to the vato that gets me locked up for 1,000 years.
Shit, what's it called? But yeah, we're gonna find out, like, just an example here, like Jay-Z was an FBI informant all along, and it's like, what the fuck? No wonder he became a billionaire. Like,
yeah,
people play dirty out here. Like, we play the game by the rules, and it takes us forever to move ahead in life.
It takes us thousands of years.
There's crooked motherfuckers way that they'll do dirty shit. They'll do dirty shit, but then they'll go snitching in the background, and they're just they're doing anything to win. They'll do anything to win. So they'll play dirty on both sides. And then motherfuckers try to be righteous about everything. I'm going to keep it solid, 100%. Gangster, loyal, 100%.
Those guys end up doing 1,000 years.
Those guys, sometimes they win, right? And when it wins, the victory is a lot sweeter, right? But
when the righteous, solid stepper or gangsta or just stand-up dude wins, it's very rare, dude. Like, the saying ain't for nothing when they say there's 3 places, bro, or is it 2 places, the graveyard or the penitentiary way. Or sometimes you end up in a wheelchair, you know what I mean? Sometimes, I don't know, way. You never know what's better, a wheelchair or the graveyard way. But anyways,
I'm not gonna even say that. But
anyways,
yeah.
With Grupo Firme, do you think they lose anything by rocking with 6ix9ine?
I don't think so, because they never claim to be gangsters.
And I think the Latino community that rocks with that genre, ay, güey, me mordí, güey. Me moldí. See, I'm starting to talk like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Chiquitica. Me moldí. Muéldeme la pinga. No, but check this out. The Latin culture, period, from, bro, people are rocking with that genre of music right now. Grupo Firme, Peso Pluma, Fuerza Regida, from countries that we've never really would have thought, bro. Dominican Republic, Cuba, Puerto Rico, we know they're heavy into their bachata, salsa, dembow, reggaeton, reggae, period. Now, fucking música regional is like playing in their spaces, bro.
Because, bro, you gotta make music look sexy, way. You know what I mean? That's the key ingredient to everything. Make it look sexy.
Yeah, you got to add the females up in there. And you got to make it look fun, bro. People like entertainment and they like to go party where the fun's at.
Yeah.
So with Grupo Firme rocking with 6ix9ine, I think Nathaniel Cano has kind of hinted that he would rock with 6ix9ine. And the biggest vato right now in the game, Peso Pluma.
Doble P.
Doble P. Man, I think if him and Tekashi,
I think they would break a record that we haven't seen yet. Way, I mean, like, just Grupo Firme, they kind of lost a little bit of their popularity ever since the Corridos Tumbados really took off majorly.
Yeah,
but they're still big, right?
Yeah.
But like within 8 hours, they already got like 2 million views on that video, right?
And Edwin Gas and Grupo Firme's Instagrams, just me, because I never go look at their pages, but just me going through their pages, they're getting hundreds of thousands of likes already, bro.
Yeah.
Before 6ix9ine, they're getting 5,000, 10,000 comments in their pages. You know what I mean? They're big, bro.
So I think yeah, like you mentioned, I think the next move, and like we mentioned, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Humilde is all up in the mix, and I don't blame him. He's a businessman, and he knows what kind of move this would be for that genre. You know, imagine 6ix9ine on a song with Nathaniel Cano or Peso Pluma, bro. Just those two big heavy hitters on the same track, man, that shit would be crazy, way.
And you know, my bad to the people that fucking hate 6ix9ine to the fullest because of their own. People got their morals and the people got their beliefs. Not trying to disrespect none of y'all in no way. We're talking music and we're talking numbers and we're talking culture. 6ix9ine, motherfuckers want to fuck with him. Way I look at comments, way, and fucking Grupo Firme's comments. I seen Santa Fe Clan up in there, bro. Dropping
for real,
Santa Fe Clan, way, which is
snap.
You know, Peso Pluma is the biggest star right now in the trap corridos, way, or tumbados. Santa Fe Clan is the biggest rapper right now in Mexico, way.
Yeah.
And then I also seen Lefty. I forget the rest of his name, but he's a big Mexican rapper también, way. They're dropping emojis, and they're basically saying like, "Yo, estamos listos, way."
Because, bro, people would be fools not to do it, way. Like, I know people are like, "Fuck 6ix9ine, why are people giving him that much credit?" But it's like, you saw what 6ix9ine did for people's career in the American side. Why not take advantage of
an opportunity?
An opportunity. Plus, he's Mexican, and why not use that to your advantage and boost your streams, boost your popularity, boost your career? Like, if everyone else is benefiting off of it, might as well do it. You know what I mean? Like, this is a music business. This is not street business. This is not none of that shit. This is for Mexicans and Latinos in the music industry. People that pass up on this because of, you know, anything else. Like, all right, I get it. You know, we got to respect people's own beliefs and all that. But it's like, yo, man, like, don't slip. I feel like if any Chicano rapper, like, after this little run that he's doing with the whole música regional mexicana, I think if any Mexican rapper out of the West Coast was to reach out that had a pretty decent platform,
that will never happen.
I think, bro, that would be a possibility because 6ix9ine's probably like already in that vibe. Like, okay, I'm already on my Mexican shit. Might as well, you know, rock with a Mexican rapper, you know?
That would never. That's like fucking King Lil G and Big Tone making a song together. Way.
Why not though? Right? Like, if you really think about it,
I would like it, but
right.
That shit just won't never happen.
Like, Snoop and Game can make a song together, but King Lil G and Big Tone can't make a song together. That's how fucked up our like Latino politics are, Mexican politics are, that we will listen to the Game and we will listen to Snoop and then we will listen to them both on the same song, being from different major hoods, but we can't see that in our own community.
No, but even check this. A lot of us, me being one of them, I listen to Big Tone's music. I listen to King Lil G's music. You know what I mean? Like, the fans are listening to both of you guys anyways.
Imagine how much big of a streaming numbers and support you would get if you could just, get rid of all that nonsense, right? I mean, no disrespect to anybody's hoods and anybody's sets and all that, but music wise and as far as our people blowing up and getting the recognition in the music industry that they deserve, I think if they were to overlook all that, I think, man, like, you could go platinum just in California, way.
Yeah.
Just in California. But anyways, talking about Peso Pluma, man. Peso Pluma today he's gonna be on the Jimmy Fallon show, bro. A Mexican artist that does strictly Mexican music is gonna be on the Jimmy Fallon show. That's huge, way. We talked about last week. It's cool to be Mexican now. It's dope to be Mexican now.
The billboards agree with us.
There's like 13 songs that are música regional on the billboard right now. Peso Pluma is the first ever Mexican artist to be on the top 10 and the top 5.
Damn, that top 5 is crazy, though.
But imagine being on both.
Both of them?
Both of them. So Peso Pluma is definitely setting records way. It's dope to see that a talented dude that, honestly, looking at him, he looks like he's a humble, good dude.
Yeah.
Being so successful, representing for the flag, representing for the culture and the way he's doing it, and
making it look fun too,
making it look dope way.
Dope.
And being on those type of platforms where, Jimmy Fallon is not like La Raza's always like, yo, we tuning in to Jimmy Fallon every fucking night. No. But Jimmy Fallon himself knows this dude is the next thing.
And Jimmy Fallon's going to know when he wakes up tomorrow morning.
Why are all these Mexicans tagging me?
What? Why are my comments full of Mexican flags? Like, we got to do this shit again. Who's the next guy?
Right.
Who's next to Peso Pluma?
Right.
Let's get him on next.
Right. And
that's how we get shit popping.
And bro, that's gonna be so dope, man. So shout out to the whole Jimmy Fallon, that late night show, bro, because they also did have the comedian. I'm like George Lopez right now. I forgot his name, bro. Barbasol.
I was gonna make a joke, but we'll get canceled.
But
Ralph Barboza.
Barboza. He had Ralph Barboza on his show.
Yeah.
Giving him an opportunity. Another.
What the fuck happened to Ralph Barboza, way? And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, but TikTok, my algorithm used to show so many of his clips. Now they're gone. How about you?
I still see him here and there. Not as often though.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
I mean, obviously when something goes viral, you're gonna see it everywhere.
But I'm not even talking about when he was viral throughout the George Lopez thing. I'm talking about before the George Lopez thing. He was popping out everywhere, kind of like Peso Pluma right now, in the comedy version.
I think they only allow one Mexican at a time, bro. The algorithm only allows one Mexican at a time. But anyways, shout out to Peso Pluma representing Mexicans in the dope ass way, bro. And I don't know all of his story, but I know some of his story, and I know that he said he was a dishwasher in New York City at one time.
Yeah, he was also an amateur soccer player también.
And to be that, and be at the, Mexicans, the jobs we take up sometimes in the big cities that we live in, dishwashers, bus boys.
He knows English
all
too.
That. Yeah,
I heard an interview with him speaking English. Like not the best, like fluent. You know what I mean? But bro, the vato is on his way to be a mainstream.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is like we grow. When you're a young Mexican kid, especially being an immigrant, you're taking up these jobs that nobody wants to do, as far as like dishwashers, cooks, cleaning and all that shit, and to go back to the city that you were once at the bottom of the totem pole, and now you're in the top tier, performing on the late night show that's one of the most popular ones. That got to feel good.
Yeah,
that got to be like it must feel like unreal, bro. That's like you go from being at the bottom, being overlooked, because when you're a employee, when you got that busboy suit on, when you got that apron on, when you got that uniform on, nobody's looking at you. Everyone just sees you as a help. Everyone just sees you as you're just another Mexican worker, right?
Yeah.
But now to go back and to show up and the the elegant way, the baller way that you're gonna show up, that's a whole different experience than he once had. And that's what I like to hear, bro. I like that underdog. I like that underdog story, bro. And it just makes you feel like that motherfucker deserves it when people get it like that.
Well, he deserves it because he's worked his ass off for it. But I don't know, way. You know, I be looking at the comments, way, and you know, la raza, they sometimes the math ain't mathing, bro. They be like, como que estabas like you were heavy into the soccer, bro. Like a lot of his teammates, they're playing for the national team right now, way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're saying like if he would have continued going, he easily could have been on the fucking Mexican, you know, national team.
Some motherfuckers are multi-talented, way.
Yeah, he definitely is, way. But then they're like, and now you were in New York City as a busboy, and then another thing that he mentioned is that then he moved to LA for another construction job opportunity, and a lot of people are like, oh, how old are you, dude? Aren't you like 21, bro?
No, but check it out, way. You hear this all the time in immigrant stories, where you hear people that move from different countries that in their country they went to school, they got their degree in any career, bro, like dope careers. Some are lawyers, some are doctors, some are, you know, they have their careers, right? They got their diplomas, their certificates. But when you come to America, a lot of that shit don't matter. Way you start from the very bottom, so that could very well be the same scenario, right? I know we got family members ourselves that in Mexico they got degrees and they got careers.
Bro.
They're educated people, but they can't even find a job in Mexico for what they went to school for. And then you come to America and you're working at the general labor, not even general labor. You're working under general labor.
I'm not trying to laugh, way, but there was this TikTok that I seen, and they're like, hey, ¿y tú qué eras en tu país? Yo era ingeniero. Hey, ¿y tú qué eras en tu país? Yo era doctor. You go around the whole thing, bro. Everybody had like careers in their countries, bro. But now they're like the help in a construction site, bro.
That's just not funny.
It's not, but they made it funny, way.
All right, it's probably not funnier than what you're making it sound.
It's not like it was a sad story. Yo era un ingeniero. No, it was like ingeniero. ¿Y tú qué era? You know, they're making. Don't make me look like I'm laughing at people, way.
No, I know what you mean, but you know, it's not just Mexicans, bro. It's people from other countries like India, people from the Middle East, you know, Pakistani people. They had careers in their countries, but when they come here, they're, you know, a lot of the time they start from the bottom. They have family here, so sometimes they work in the stores that their family owns. Some people are cab drivers, some people are everything, way. Like you start from the very bottom, way, and it's crazy to know that like in your country you were a very educated person, very motivated, very like, you know, driven person that did everything right. But when you come to this country, they don't care, way. You gotta prove yourself here again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Start all over.
So that's what I'm saying, way. It's dope to hear when people have those type of stories. You know, like that they hustle their whole life and then it pays off. You know, because at the end of the day, we hustling. You know, we working, we doing extra to try to come up in life. So it's like you love to see people like that win, because you know that it's like, yo, it's just a matter of time before I win. You know, it's just a matter of time before our breakthrough story. You know what I mean? So it's dope to see that, because it gives you hope, and it gives you, you know, it lets you know that
motivation,
that it can happen, that it can be real.
It's possible.
It's possible, right? But yeah, man. Yo, man, I think we talked about quite a few things going on in the culture, man.
Yo, man, we appreciate everybody rocking with us. You know, I don't think you got to say it, but, you know, I know people see us a little bit more active on our social media, you know, than we used to be maybe a year ago. That's just us, you know, keeping up with the culture, keeping up with everything that's going on, man. You know, we don't do things to trigger people, to gaslight people.
Oh, I do.
To piss people off.
Gets them every time.
Every time Smiley posts Tekashi, way, I see nothing but rat emojis. I'm like, no mames, way.
Look, I don't condone nobody telling, you know, but I do
They gonna tell.
I do condone people waving and representing the flag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
seeing people represent Mexico and waving the Mexican flag, that shit makes me proud, bro.
and that's just what it is, bro. You know,
And that reminds me, for the people that are raising Mexican American kids like Ryan Garcia, you know, like my kid, I got Mexican American kids. If my kids were ever to be in a position where they can represent their culture and their heritage, let's not forget where we come from, man. You know, because that shit motivates the next people coming behind you. You know what I mean? Like, let's never make it a thing of the past to wave the flag. Let's never make it a thing of the past to represent where you're from. Like,
Yeah.
that's what makes us dope. That's what gives us the fuel to keep doing dope things, man. So people that are raising Mexican American kids like ourselves, let's always remember, let's not ever forget that when you're on the platform that people will be able to see who you are and what you've accomplished, make sure you wave the flag. And if it's not appropriately at the appropriate place to wave a flag, just mention something.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna say who and what, but there's people that represent their country from the smallest opportunity to the biggest opportunity. So we got to make sure we represent when we definitely got a big opportunity to represent.
Donde está mi boricua? That's one of them. They represent heavyweight.
Like that rapper said, I hate a hoe on a TV show that says I'm Hispanic or I'm Latino. Bitch, you a Mexican. Say that shit. Why the fuck is you acting scared to represent?
Man,
Some of the hardest bars ever written, man.
if I had more mics, I would drop this one, but we can't. We can't just be wasting mics like that. But mi gente, thanks for rocking with us. Make sure you guys is copping the merch. Go to the website. If you guys got any questions on how to order the merch, how to order any of our t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, man, hit us on the DM, man. We'll walk you through the process. A lot of people might not be sure on how to do things. Hit us up, again, with the reviews, and all that dope stuff, man.
Yeah, but before I forget, big shout out to the people that are signed up to the Patreon. Like, we are going to get more active on Patreon, but I do want to give a shout out to the people that signed up before we even really been too active or been active on it. So shout out to Juan Francisco and shout out to Marissa for signing up to the Patreon and supporting financially to the platform, to the movement. That's the word I wanted to say. And we definitely are sending out some stuff for the people that are signed on to Patreon. We might not have been active on it, but we definitely want to show our appreciation. Packages are coming out, so be expecting that. And if you haven't signed on to Patreon, make sure go check it out. Go sign up. We got different tiers. So it's like, if you appreciate us dropping content every Monday, if you enjoy the conversation, if you appreciate what we do for the culture, and if you just want to say a thank you, sign up, man, and just support. There's 3 different tiers, whatever fits your budget. It would be greatly appreciated. That stuff will go towards the podcast. There's bills to be paid. There's things that need to be paid for the podcast. So you would definitely be collaborating with that or helping with that. So make sure you do that to everyone that wants to support. And other than that, man, thanks for everyone rocking with us. And have a dope ass week. Have a dope ass productive week, and have a dope ass Cinco de Mayo, because Cinco de Mayo is gonna come up. Make sure you out there waving, representing the Mexican flag. Always remember to wave that flag.
And out here in Minnesota, man, and Cinco de Mayo, all the Latinos come out, bro. So as long as you're representing your flag, Latinos, let's stand up. But
we gonna be outside.
Oh, we gonna be outside, man.
Shit.
Mi gente, represent your pride, represent your side. Man, Latinos, stand up. Fuck depression, fuck anxiety. You know how we get it. This is your boy Lazy, and I'm out. Peace.